It's been a week we'd all rather forget. The murder of Luke Davies and his partner Jessie Baird, allegedly at the hands of a serving police officer, too hard to really understand. On the eve of Mardi Gras, a vigil is being held in the heart of Sydney. A community united, remembering Luke and Jessie's brilliant young lives rather than their deaths. Pippa Bradshaw is there, and Pippa, such a sense of loss and a need to come together.
That's right, Ali. Hundreds of people have gathered here in Darlinghurst. We're just one suburb over from where Jessie lived, and that's where he and his partner Luke were allegedly murdered last Monday. Now it is a very solemn crowd here. I'll step out for a second so you can have a better look. They were playing music up until about a minute ago, and now the crowd is literally just standing here in perfect silence. That's some of Luke and Jessie's best friends sitting down the front. There's some condolence books that people have been constantly coming up to sign, and we believe that will be handed on to the families of these two men. But as you can see, this is a community that is dealing with deep grief here tonight as they remember these remarkable two young men.
And I think there is such power in that silence, them sitting around as they are there, Pippa. But the big turnout, I think it shows the impact that these young men had on the world. Who is there paying their respects?
Ali, there's people that knew both Luke and Jessie, and then there are dozens, or probably even hundreds, of complete strangers. We spoke to some of their friends, but as soon as I approached them, they burst into tears, understandably. One of them told me he was Jessie's mate of 10 years, and he actually had plans to see Jessie on that Monday, on the day he died. We also spoke to people from the community who just wanted to come out here and support one another and wrap each other in their arms. I spoke to them a little earlier.
This has touched the nation. There's so many people that are hurting right now, and it's unbelievable, the story of what happened in the last 2 weeks.
I just feel like we've been absorbed into this holistic feeling of sadness over the last week or two, and I guess we picture ourselves in that situation, like that could be any of us.
I just thought it was an opportunity to just pay our respects to such a tragic loss.
How hard do you think it has been on, I guess, the public as a whole, and also maybe the community, given it is Mardi Gras weekend?
Well, I think it's hit the community and the public really, really hard. It's just at this time it's even more sensitive.
We like to think that we live in a, totally equal society where these problems don't exist anymore, but we don't. And so, unfortunately, it takes horrific events like this to remind us of, the progress that still needs to be made.
Yeah, there really is just that need to be together, isn't there, Pippa? And the timing of this vigil, as we just heard, on the eve of Mardi Gras, this is usually such a joyous celebration. Do you get the sense that the death of Luke and Jessie will change things this weekend?
Undoubtedly so, Ali. We know that Mardi Gras organisers have decided to implement a tribute to this couple in some way tomorrow. We know Qantas will also be doing their own tribute. We know Luke was a flight attendant for the airline, and now the airline has decided to put his name on the front of the float, with many of them marching in the Mardi Gras tomorrow. We're actually just metres away from Oxford Street, where the parade will go down tomorrow. There's so many here in the community tonight. It's almost bittersweet for these people, I guess, They've all been brought together by Mardi Gras, and so many of them tonight have come here. As you can see behind us, they've just started playing some music again, and it seems like this could go on for quite a while tonight. No one seems to want to leave, as they all just love on each other and remember this wonderful couple that was just taken far too soon.
Yeah, and there's just that need to be together is what we're seeing there tonight. Thank you, Pippa. And of course, we're thinking about everyone who is there tonight, and of course Luke and Jessie's families. Thank you.